Welcome to my tutorial video on working with dates and time in Excel. Yes, I know everyone usually have issues working with date and time in Excel, and most of you even try to run away from using dates and time in Excel because sometimes when you are using date and time in Excel, especially when what you have in column B here, and you're trying to use it for a chart, and the chart is showing you something else different from what you have in the table. You're even trying to convert the time or an Excel convert into serials like what we have in column C here. I don't understand what it means. You're looking at it like a bunch of code, a bunch of numbers, and everything is not looking messy to you, not looking very nice. I'm here to help you understand how Excel date and time actually works. So what actually prompted me into doing this tutorial video is what happened last week in my office when my boss was trying to create a chart with some dates, and unfortunately the chart was converted the date into something else and was showing a different date that was different from the date that was in the tables that he had. So I actually had to help him convert the charts to show the exact dates that we have in the tables. So that's what actually prompted me to doing this tutorial video. So let's dive into the training and see how the date and time actually works. So first of all, I know everyone would like to have their dates in this format like we're having column B here. And sometimes Excel automatically convert your dates into, especially when you are importing your data from another source, from an external source into Excel, it will automatically convert the date into serials like what we have in column C here. So not to worry, it's not a problem. If your data convert into serial like this, you only need to understand the concept of date in Excel to understand the way date works and to understand how these serials works. So the thing is, Excel automatically calculates dates from January 1st, 1900 for Windows, and for Macintosh, it's from January 1st to 1904. So for Windows, it's January 1st, from January 1st, 1900 for Windows, while for Mac, it's from January 1st, 1904. So this serial that we have in column C here, so it's actually saying the date from January 1st, 1900. So it's actually representing the date that we have in column B. This October 17, 2013 that we have in column B is the same thing that we have in the same thing as the serial that we have in column C here. This 41,564 is the same thing as this October 17th, 2013. What we have in serial in column C here is the number of days that we have from January 1st, 1900 for the date in column B. So it means that from 17th of October 2013, we have 41,564 days from January 1st, 1900. And for October 18, 2013, so we have 41,565 days. And for 19th of October 2013, we have 41,566 days. And for 20th of October 2013, we have 41,567 days from January 1st, 1900. So that's what these serial dates mean. So now, if you now further take this data into Mac, you might change these serials to something else, to another serial, because for Mac, it is January 1st, 1904. So what you need to do is to understand the concept of the way Excel date works. If you understand the concept, then you know how that works. So you can actually just convert this back change it back to, if I change the data type to, if I change the format now to date format, you see, it's showing here that we have the same dates as we have in column B, we have in column C. If I change it back to dates, to general, it returns back to the serial that we have before. So if I convert what we have in column B here, if I convert it to text, so you see it's showing us same serial that we have in column C. So this is how the date serial works in Excel. So now let's quickly look at how time works in Excel. So time in Excel, one represents 24 hours. One day has 24 hours in it. And in Excel, 1 is equal to 24 hours. So 12 hours will be 0.5. So now that hour is our October 17th, in a time of 12 p.m. will be 41,564.5. Do you understand? Because what does this mean? Remember that I said earlier that 1 stands for 24 hours in Excel. 1 stands for 24 hours in Excel. And 12 p.m. is half of 24 hours. So, and if you further divide the 1 by 2, will give us 0.5. So looking at 1 representing 24 hours, and if you further divide the 0.5 down to 6 hours, to give you 0.25. So now this, our October 17th, 2013, at 12 p.m. will be written down at 41,564.5. So 0.5 represents half point of the day. So as you can see, what we have in column C here, 17th of October, 2013, 12 p.m. at 12 p.m. also represented as 41,564.5. That 0.5 there is showing the time of 12 p.m. So the way Excel works is that by default, Excel represents the time. If you just have 41,564, by default, Excel represents it as it shows the time as 12 a.m. If you have the date without time, Excel automatically represents it as 12 a.m. So if you now add your own time into it, that's when you can have points depending on the time that you have. You have 0.5 or 0.25 depending on the time that you have or the number of hours that the time is. So this is how time works in Excel. If the 0.5, Excel represents it as 12 p.m. If it is just an whole number, then Excel represents it as a.m., 12 a.m. So this is how time and date works in Excel. This is just a brief of how time and date works in Excel. There are much more videos that I'm still going to put out on time and dates in Excel. So just stick around to watch more training videos from me on time and date in Excel. This is just to give us a brief concept of time and date. Also, before I go, I would like to share with us few shortcodes that we can use in Excel and that we can use with time and date in Excel. Let me share it too. So here are some shortcuts that you can use for time and date in Excel. So if you press Control semicolon, it will show you the current date in Excel. Control semicolon will show you the current date in Excel. And if you have Control colon, will show you the current time in Excel. Shift Control 3 will format the cell to show date, month, year, while shift shift control 2 will show you the time in hours, minutes, AM or PM, and PM time format. So that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for sticking around and for watching this training video. It is our time at the works in Excel. Thank you very much for the time. So look out for more videos for time and dates in Excel. Bye for now.